A small songbird soars above Ithaca, New York, on a September night, letting out a brief nocturnal flight call. This call, barely 50 milliseconds long, is captured by a microphone and identified by BirdVox Detect software. BirdVox Detect, a collaboration between NYU, Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and École Centrale de Nantes, classifies the bird to the species level. In a world full of threats like glass skyscrapers and power lines, migratory birds face existential dangers. Scientists use various methods to track bird migrations, but each has its limitations. Doppler radar can detect the total biomass of birds but can't identify species. GPS tags and observations by birders help, but tagging birds at scale is costly and invasive. Most birds migrate at night, making visual identification difficult and leaving birders in bed. Acoustic monitoring has long been a tantalizing but elusive method for ornithologists. In the late 1800s, scientists discovered species-specific nocturnal flight calls. By the 1950s, scientists began recording these calls, but analyzing the data was challenging. Digital technology made recording easier, but analyzing vast amounts of audio data remained difficult. Juan Pablo Bello from NYU's Music and Audio Research Lab took on the challenge of identifying nocturnal flight calls. The BirdVox project was born in 2015, aiming to automate the process of detecting and classifying flight calls. Training BirdVox Detect involved teaching it to ignore faults and detect flight calls amidst background noise. The system was trained to classify detected calls by species, even with limited training data. In 2022, BirdVox Detect's algorithms were published, and the software was released as a free, open-source product. BirdVox Detect detected 233,124 flight calls in a test on a full season of migration recordings. The system works on a subset of North American migratory songbirds, but can be trained for other birds with few examples. Scientists are building on BirdVox Detect's algorithms, using new tools like Nighthawk to study bird migrations. With birds under threat, BirdVox Detect's real-time data can inform conservation efforts, ushering in a new era of migration research.